You have a sister named Phyllis Wheatley. Go to a picture. Got a pen in her hand, a feather or a pen with the ink right there, and a book there. She became an author. All right, Phyllis Wheatley. Go down. Read that.
Phyllis Wheatley, 1753. Let me read it. Phyllis Wheatley, Negro servant to Mr. John Wheatley of Boston, 1773. Phyllis Wheatley, 1753-1784, took her name from the slave ship Phyllis.
Took her name from what?
The slave ship Phyllis.
So her name, she was named after the ship that she was on. The slave ship Phyllis. Go ahead.
Which made 4 voyages to Africa.
Made 4 voyages to America.
Africa.
No, she was already here.
Africa.
Oh, okay.
On the
Africa, go ahead.
On the second of which voyage, ID 25481, she was forcibly taken as a child from Gambia to Boston.
She was forcibly taken as a child from Gambia to Boston, Massachusetts. Go ahead.
In Boston, she became servant to John Wheatley. Literary success allowed her to gain her freedom before.
So she gained success like Venture did. Go ahead.
Before the American Revolution. The first documented African-American poet.
She was a poet. Go ahead.
Wheatley, who styled herself Africa's muse, published her first book in London after being denied the opportunity to do so in Boston. To mark the event, she commissioned the African-American artist Scipio Moorhead to produce her portrait. She died in New England in 1784, aged around 30.
Damn, she died young, but she was taken from Gambia. Another a poet that was shipped from Gambia to Boston. All right, Phyllis Wheatley. That's witness number 2.
That's all made up.
That's all made up. Yeah, that's just there for fun.
They made up the name of the ship.
Yeah, her name. Yeah, she's just around.
Her place of origin.
Never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened. Yeah. Get page 221. Let's get some more witnesses, shall we? Some of y'all may have watched a movie called 12 Years a Slave, written by Simon Northup. I think that's the first slave narrative. It was not the first slave narrative. It was one of many. This couple here, I refer to them as the whiter couple. Read that here.
Abachi, Clara Turner, and Cujo Gazzulo.
So Abachi is Clara Turner, that's her real name, and Cujo Gazzulo Lewis. That's his name. Now Cujo, all right, is pretty much a Benjamite. Pretty much Cujo is pretty much is a name that Esau took that name and made it about a killer dog that kills white folks. Because the Maroons, or Benjamin, they call the word Maroon, it means wild dog. So when Benjamin was destroying and killing Esau, they called us Maroons, or wild dogs. And so that name you have, like for example, Nani and Cujo in Jamaica. They're the Maroons. They were called Nani and Cujo. So that name was common amongst us in Africa. So you had Abashi, and you had, that's how you pronounce the name, Abache or Abachi. And you had Abache, yeah, Abache. And you have Cujo. All right, we were from where they're from. We were there from. I'm sorry.
The last known U.S. slave ship. Read that again. The last known U.S. slave ship.
The what?
The last known U.S. slave ship.
Last known. It wasn't one of many, but it's the last known. Go ahead.
To bring Africans as slaves across the Atlantic was the Clotilda.
Was the Clotilda. Go ahead.
Voyage ID. You can look up this voyage ID on the website.
Yep, you can.
36990. It landed in Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. That's the south, as southern as it gets. Go ahead.
Shout out to Alabama.
Yep.
They
call it the Bama. Go ahead.
In 1860, with 110 Africans on board, they had been taken from Oida.
Taken from Judah. They were taken from Judah. Wida. Went over that last week. If you're confused, watch last week's class. I ain't going over it again. Wida is Judah. The kingdom of Wida or Judah. Go ahead.
On the Bight of Benin.
Benin is modern day Benin is Wida or Judah. Go ahead.
Among them were
the slave coast. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Among them were Cujo and Abachi, otherwise known as Cujo, Gazzulo Lewis, and Clara Turner, respectively, who, after being liberated in 1865...
They were freed during the Emancipation Proclamation. They were granted their freedom. Go ahead.
Joined other Clotilda survivors to establish Africa Town at Plateau, Alabama.
So, the survivors that were on the ship got together with this couple here, lovely couple here, and built a town called Africa Town in Plateau, Alabama. Go to that picture, please. Go to the picture real fast. That's them right there, live and well.